All right, good morning. Thanks for clicking on to the Monday edition of Vogan's US Outlook. It is the 20th of November. We're creeping ever closer to the busiest travel time of the year across the United States. Some 48 million Americans will be hitting the roads over the next couple of days in the run up to Thanksgiving. And it certainly does look as if we are going to see a wet Thanksgiving, so potentially problematic across the Pacific Northwest and also for parts of the northeastern half of the country as well. The good thing is that it looks as if the system is going to track offshore over the next couple of days. So a lot of the problematic weather that was a potential a few days ago looks as if it's not going to be as much of an issue uh, in the next few days as it stays offshore. Looking today at the EPS control run, the 500 millibar height anomalies, and the general situation looks like we're going to maintain a kind of western ridge, eastern trough kind of scenario as we go through this week, and it's going to see a series of kind of cold-ish waves coming down a northwesterly upper air flow in through the upper Midwest, the Great Lakes, and the Northeast. All the while, we're going to see a pretty hot Thanksgiving, I think, for Southern California. We could be seeing 70s along the coastline, 80s, even 90s across parts of the LA Basin and Inland Empire. So let's get right to it. The EPS control, like I say, is generally going with this kind of wavy progressive, but the general kind of scenario is that we're going to see more ridging in the west, troughiness in the east, and we're going to see uh, areas of low pressure coming in, riding the northern flank of the country here. So what we're essentially going to do is we're going to see this kind of roller coaster effect. Milder air gets lifted north, then we see the return of the colder air once again once the system pushes through. Ahead of the front, of course, we've got that south to southwesterly airflow, so it's pulling milder air up. Then, as the frontal system pushes through, we'll see the cold air coming back in again. Could go from, say 50 degrees to like the upper 20s, believe it or not, in places like Minneapolis and Madison, Wisconsin. So you can see here as we skip through the week, this is end of the day on Thursday, so this is Thanksgiving itself. It doesn't look as if we've got a massive trough in place over the eastern half of the country, but we are going to have cold air in place, despite the upper air pattern not being quite as aggressive. But look at the 951 millibar or decameter heights over the southwestern half of the country here in particular. So we're going to be talking about some very, very warm conditions across Southern California and the Southwest for Thanksgiving itself. And then in comes the next trough, as you can see here, coming in by the time we get out of the 144 period. So this is Sunday, the upcoming weekend. We've got the big trough in place in the east, ridge in the west here. And you get the overall idea here. That's a pretty substantial trough, by the way, off the model as we end the month of November. Looking at the 2 meter temperature anomalies here, this is actually, let's go for the 5-day 850 millibar anomalies here. So this will be quite interesting to look at here. We'll skip back and see. So this is the 5,000 foot level temperature anomaly here. And you can see here that the upcoming 5-day period is looking like this here. Just let the computer go back to. So upcoming 5 days, very, very warm, as you can see here in the west, and also the central and northern plain states, cool in the eastern half of the country. And then in the 6 to 10 day period, you can see here that we maintain the warm west and cold east here. And it looks as if we could be talking about record, we will be talking about record heat around Thanksgiving and the days running up to Thanksgiving in the west. Could be talking about 90 degrees in downtown LA, for example. And then in the northeastern half of the country, we're going to be talking about chilly conditions as well. So certainly an interesting upcoming week to speak about. Many, many people will be looking at the weather forecast now for their travel plans, whether it be by road or by air. And there's going to be areas of the country that will have issues, but on the grand scheme of things, it isn't looking too bad when it comes to bad weather across the country for the Thanksgiving period. So hope you have a great day, and I'll be back in the next couple of days with more information. Bye for now.